It is the Michigan Football Report here on a Wednesday, folks. Reminder, or maybe not reminder, if you saw the videos last couple of days, told you we're going to do the 20 push-ups, 2 beer challenge in under 2 minutes. So I'm going to chug a beer, do 20 push-ups, chug another beer, hopefully do it in under 2 minutes. I mean, look, I'm a father, I'm an adult, but I still get crazy like this to celebrate 20,000 subscribers. So make sure you watch till the end of today's video. Now, we're having a little conversation around the office today, and want to ask you guys, the number one Michigan football audience on YouTube, what type of phone do you have? If you've got an Android, type A. If you've got an iPhone, go ahead and type I down below. I'll make this the pinned comment on today's video. And the reason why we ask is we're completely dominated by iPhones at Chat Sports. One guy has an Android. I'm not going to name drop him here. I don't want you guys hitting him up on Twitter, calling him old school, calling him a boomer, calling him a complete schmuck. I don't want you to do any of that stuff. So go down and type A or I. Someone said only people who carry Androids are either undercover cops or drug dealers. I don't believe that at all, but let me know what you guys carry, Android or iPhone. Make sure you guys follow our Rumble channel as well. It's the Michigan Football Report on Rumble. As I've told you in the last few weeks, as we've pushed our Rumble channel, you can watch all our videos uncensored, right? No censorship from Big Tech, and you can minimize the Rumble app for iPhone or Android and watch our shows in the background audio, or I guess listen to our shows in the background audio only. It's rumble.com/Michigan TV. Link down below and in the comments and description of today's video. We are going to start today's show, and really most of today's show, focusing on recruiting a 4-star offensive lineman. Has switched things up. You probably know the name Amir Herring out of West Bloomfield, right? The same school that Ron Bellamy was the coach of up until the 2021 season when he came over to be Michigan's safety coach, now Michigan's wide receiver coach. Donovan Edwards out of the same school. Now, there's been a lot of conversation out there. Did Michigan not recruit him hard enough early on? Did potentially they put their wandering eyes towards offensive linemen from out of state? And he thought he was not getting enough love potentially, so he started looking around himself. Took a visit recently to Nebraska, rescheduled, right? What I've been told is he was going to come in for an unofficial visit on Saturday only. Michigan had an offensive lineman cancel on them, which I talked about in yesterday's video. And so now they've got another official visit, this spot for this weekend, Victor's weekend, and Amir Herring is going to come in. Sharon Moore and Ron Bellamy are tag teaming this recruitment, and Michigan feels good that whether or not they get a commitment or not, that this 4-star offensive lineman out of the greater Detroit area will end up as a member of this 2023 class. And they sure as hell need it, right? Because it's been 90-plus days since Michigan has had a commitment in this class, right? We're sitting here in the middle of June, and Michigan has not had a commitment since March. But we've seen this in the past. Michigan has really struggled coming out of the season, struggled through spring ball to get any type of commitments and get up on the recruiting rankings. Once June and July hit, they go on a blitzkrieg of 6, 7, 8 commitments per month, typically June, July, or into August. Really about 10 to 15 commitments you should expect between now and the beginning of the season. This class right now, folks, the 2023 class is ranked 38th nationally, 8th in the Big Ten, only got 6 commitments, and the best one of those commitments is looking around potentially at other SEC schools. He's from Florida. We're going to talk about him coming up right now. I've got the tweet from him. Raylan Wilson, right? Committed to Michigan back in December. Another 2023 commit. Put out the word that he was, visited Michigan, had some fun this past weekend. He can't wait to get back to Michigan's campus with his boy, Raylan Wilson. Wilson quote tweeted him and just gave the Michigan M emojis that you're going to see here on the next screen that come up right behind me, typically on our background. All right, thinking I think he should pay me some money, right? These belong to us, copywritten by the Michigan Football Report. But does that mean he's solid, right? He's putting out the word there, quote tweeting other guys that he's going to return back, potentially be a part of a class with another high-rated linebacker recruit. I don't know, right? He's going to visit Florida next week, but he will be in Ann Arbor this weekend, will Raylan Wilson, for his official visit to Michigan. Committed back in December. 6 months later, he's been looking around, visiting Florida, Georgia. I'm worried he might go look at Texas A&M and some other schools. If Michigan wants a top 10 class, they have absolutely 100% got to keep him, and they got to make a big impact and start that 6-month continuous recruiting process on this player who's been committed for 6 months. They got to start that this weekend and make sure he is solid with his commitment and doesn't start looking around at other schools. I want to make sure you guys are aware we hit 20,000 subscribers. We're pushing towards 25,000. thank you so much for those of you who have subscribed. We hit that goal. It took a while, right? Subscribers and new viewers are tough to come by in the off season. So thank you so much to the 1,000 or so of you who have subscribed in the since we hit 19,000 the last 2 months or so. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time. YouTube.com/Michigan TV, the Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports, the most watched Michigan football program on planet Earth, and thanks to Elon Musk, on Mars too. Newsflash, Ohio State has been cheating for years, but you all know that's been one of the slimiest, most scumbag-ridden schools and programs in all of college football, going back to Maurice Clarett, going to the 90s where every player was taking steroids, they're getting paid, driving cars. And we all know that national championship in 2014 was a complete farce, and frankly, they should vacate it. Cardale Jones, right? He decided to chime in on this little kerfuffle that's going on in the Ohio State universe. If you didn't see it, Marcus Freeman, the new Notre Dame coach, played at Ohio State about 12 or so years ago. He said, right here, that Ohio State takes an apparent shot saying the Ohio State players don't even have to go to class. You just take some online classes and you show up for your appointments. Now, a lot of Ohio State players have been quote tweeting this and other tweets saying, that's not true. I had to go to class. But Cardale Jones, the quarterback of their 2014 national championship, remember he came in when J.T. Parrott got hurt against Michigan, 59-0 against Wisconsin, beat who'd they play? Alabama, that's right, in the semifinal, and then quarterback them to a victory over Oregon in the national championship game. Yeah, man, we always went to class. Speaking for everyone else, laughing emoji. This is the same quarterback who said, we didn't come to school to play classes. We came to play football. Classes are pointless. All right. If Cardale Jones is saying that, Ohio State should have to self-vacate, right? Don't let the NCAA come at you like they probably will, so we should just take it off the books. Michigan should get a victory for 2014. Ohio State, do the honorable thing, okay? Make sure that kids that are growing up wearing that Buckeye scarlet and gray in 2022 said, you know what? I don't have to feel ashamed about rooting for this program. They did the right thing. They owned up to the mistakes. The school has been cheating for years. They should self-vacate the 2014 national championship. Well, you guys know what to do. I mean, taking a little, maybe joking around a little bit there. They just self-vacate. But clearly, they've been cheating, not making their players go to class. If you don't go to class, you have a lot more time to play football, work out, things like that. Go down, folks. Beat Ohio State again. We've been doing this for 2 years now. We did it. Ohio State has not beat Michigan since we started this movement. Go ahead and type BOSA down in the comments. Let's keep it rolling. Do it again in 2022. Beat Ohio State again. Folks, and if you haven't yet, we are on Rumble, as I've mentioned, Michigan Football Report. Go there. Make sure you follow the channel and start watching some videos over there. If you find yourself watching our show and you've got to leave, right? Rumble is the app to do it on. Switch over to Rumble if you're typically watching us on YouTube. You can minimize the Rumble app. The audio will continue to play. You can put in a little AirPod if you're an iPhone guy and just take the Michigan Football Report on the go. Rumble.com/Michigan TV. That link's at the bottom of your screen. It's down in the comments. It's down in the description. No excuse for you not to be following us over on Rumble. All right, we got to have a conversation, all right? Come on, let's bring it in. Huddle around, folks. Huddle around. Nobody else but Michigan football fans. You guys sure are confident that this 2022 Michigan football offense is going to be, Alabama or Clemson with Trevor Lawrence, or it's going to be Oklahoma with Lincoln Riley. It's going to be, Ohio State pretty much every year. Take a look at this poll, all right? I'm going to pull this. We put this on the community tab here on YouTube. 88%. This looks like Biden's approval ratings right here, right? 88% think the 2022 Michigan offense is going to be better than the ground rate offense that scored 42 in Ohio State, that scored 42 in the Big Ten Championship in Iowa. 88% say that offense is going to be better. This year's offense that we know nothing about, right, yet, with a new offensive coordinator, is going to be better than the one we saw just go 12-1 in the regular season, had a 16-point lead on Michigan State in their only loss in the second half. You guys sure are confident about this Michigan football offense. And I ask this question. If you think Michigan's offense is going to be so good, did they get a new head coach that I didn't know about? Because if Jim Harbaugh is still Michigan's head coach, I don't know how you could be confident that all of a sudden J.J. McCarthy's going to come out and throw for 4,500 yards and 46 touchdowns like people have been saying in the comments. I think some of you guys are being a little over boisterous. This reminds me a lot. Summer of 2020, when Michigan was just going to score 50 points a game. Joe Milton was going to throw for 5,000, rush for 1,000. Michigan was going to go undefeated. He was going to win the Heisman. None of that turned out to be true. And frankly, Joe Milton turned out to be the worst quarterback, a Michigan football quarterback, of any of our lifetimes. And so I want to make sure you guys are tempering the expectations. Just, let's just pull it back a little bit. Jim Harbaugh is still the coach. You know Michigan's not going to throw the ball 45 times a game, and you know they're not just going to start dropping 50 points left and right and have this new wage offense. I don't care if Josh Gaddis is the offensive coordinator, Sharon Moore, Matt Weiss. You got to remember who the head coach is here. He's a ground and pound coach. But let me know down there, since 88% of you guys think that 2022 is going to be so much better than 2021, all of a sudden this magic fairy dust is going to happen where Michigan's going to be an offensive juggernaut. Give me the reasons why. Sell me down in the comments. Why will Michigan's offense be better in 2022 than it was in 2021? And you can't just say J.J. McCarthy because he's only thrown for 59 passes in his college football career. Here's why I'm not so sure, right? You lost a couple of offensive linemen, most notably Andrew Stuber. You lost Hassan Haskins. Should I forget, Michigan went 10 years plus, I think it was like 12 seasons, without getting a running back drafted till Hassan Haskins got taken by the Tennessee Titans this year, right? The guy scored 20 touchdowns. He was the best running back in the Big Ten this year, all right? Did we forget how good Hassan Haskins was this season? Do you think Blake Corum exists as a potential all-conference player and being projected as a top 5-6 running back in next year's NFL draft? Do you think he's getting that kind of hype if Hassan Haskins didn't bully the defensive line and the linebackers and the safeties and all that all throughout the season, carrying the rock 25, 30 times in some games? I think you guys forget how good Hassan Haskins was. And that's the reason I think 88% of you are crazy that it's just a cakewalk that 2022 is going to be so much better than 2021. So let's not forget where we came from, folks. This is the 2-4 Michigan team in 2020. No, they came a Big Ten championship team in 2021. Go down in the comments and just type Thanks Hassan, all right? Let's not forget where we came from. There's two players that are more integral in winning the Big Ten championship last year than any season Michigan's had in 30 plus years. Two guys, Hassan Haskins, Aiden Hutchinson. Go ahead and show some love to Hassan Haskins by typing Thanks Hassan down in the comments. All right, we're getting closer, folks. Coming up, we are going to chug a beer. I'm going to get down on the ground, pump out 20 push-ups. That seems like not that many, but we'll see if I can do it. I haven't done a push-up since the last time we did 30 push-ups like 6 months ago or something like that. And then I'm going to stand up, chug another beer. I'll try and do it all in under 2 minutes. But Victor's Weekend is coming up starting on Friday. I showed you about Amir Herring going to be on campus on his official visit. Here are the official visitors coming up this weekend. Michigan trying to make a big splash in 2023 recruiting. 3 guys who are current commitments. Raylan Wilson, Brooks Barr, who's got, he looks like a player from like the 1970s or something like that, right? His profile photo I found online has got a Wisconsin thing in the background, nevertheless. And then Benjamin Hall, right? Raylan Wilson is the most important visitor because Michigan needs to continue to re-recruit him and make sure he is a part of this class, not just today, but going down the stretch of this entire 2023 class leading up to mid-December signing day. Michigan has 10 other official visitors we're going to go through that are not committed to any team right now. So we've got a few names in here. I'm not even going to try and, was it Deacon? Let's call him Deacon. 3-star tight end. Amir Herring. We mentioned the 4-star out of West Bloomfield. Charles Jagusa, nice name, 4-star offensive lineman. Evan Link, also a 4-star offensive lineman. Looks like he's a Fisher from like a Adam Sandler movie in the 90s. And then you've got Landon Hatchett, one of the great profile photos of all time, 3-star offensive lineman. And then lastly, these 5 guys, I'm not going to go into a ton of conversation. Jacoby Johnson, Jason Moore, also a basketball player. He's an athlete, going to play defensive line. Jackson Howard, 4-star edge. Eno Etta, 4-star edge. And Tyler Thompson, a 3-star edge. All right, you guys been waiting for it. 20 push-ups and 2 beers. I'm going to chug a beer. Let's just get started. I'm going to actually kind of put my my victory beer. I'm going to let this one simmer, all right? Not sponsored by the beer company that I'm pouring this on. So if you're a representative of them, hey, a little sponsor deal. We got a lot of audience here, not just us, but other ones. So I got a beer, and not going to show you the can here. Taking the headset off. So what we're going to do is I'm going to chug this beer right here. I'm going to open it up, chug it, pop down, do 20 push-ups, pop up, and chug the one I just poured, and we're going to toss up a camera right on screen. So popping the headset off. Let's ride. Ready? Go. down there. Ooh, okay. That's what she said. I already said that. Grade the performance down in comments A, B, C, D, or F. Oh man, that was tough.